Gorgeous.
Hey guys. Oh god. One of those people who says hey guys all the time. Hi everyone. Today I am going to be doing the video that I talked about doing in my last vlog about how I made over $15,000 selling clothes that I don't wear. I have been using this app called Poshmark. Let me just pull it up for you. Poshmark. I have actually been on Poshmark since, let's see, I think it tells me what year I first. Poshmark since August 21st, 2014. So that was 4 years ago. But the thing about me is that when I first signed up through Poshmark, I think I was just like, I had always, in Colorado where I'm from, there was a store called Plato's Closet. I don't know if you guys have ever been there or know what it is, but it's basically like a consignor store, and you can sell like your Forever 21 stuff, your, I don't know, Victoria's Secret clothes and all that back to the store, and they'll give you money or store credit. And Poshmark is kind of like that, except they only take 20% of what you're selling. So like, say I sell a t-shirt for $20, they take $4, but I get the rest of the 16. But in these consignment stores, usually they'll only give you 30% of the final sale or 30% of what they're gonna sell it for to you in cash, or 40% or 50% in store credit. So there's just like, they're slashing it in half. Like you're only getting half, and then they're getting the rest. I'm also drinking a coffee. Okay, so there are a lot of different apps out there where you can sell your clothes. There's Vinted, there's of course Poshmark, there's Depop. You can sell them through eBay. Some people even do like Instagram closets where they do it themselves. But the thing that I love most about Poshmark is the setting it up process, like listing the item and selling it is so much easier. Like I've tried all these other apps. I've been on Vinted, I've done Depop. It's just like it's just a hassle. And the shipping, like shipping your stuff, is so incredibly easy on Poshmark. Like it's insane. When I first started, I didn't realize like how easy it was. Like I used to like bring all the clothes into the post office and use like their package stuff and have to buy tape there and all that stuff. So I'm gonna give you a few like tips on how to like be efficient and not have to, you don't, on Poshmark, you don't spend money for shipping. Like the person buying your stuff pays the shipping fee. You get a shipping label that's already prepaid. You just slap it on a package and drop it off at the post office. You don't have to talk to anyone at the post office. You don't have to stand in line. Now, I didn't start selling until maybe 2015, 2016. And really, I didn't really take it seriously. I mean, take it seriously, whatever. I would take these horrible photos just like on the floor of the clothes. You couldn't really even tell that I was like a tank top or a shirt. And I didn't really put a description. I just said shirt, size small. And I was like, oh my god, why aren't I getting sales? Like this is so frustrating. Like why is no one buying my stuff? Like you dummy, because it doesn't look good and you're not describing anything about it. Like how do people even know like where it came from, what size, how it fits, that stuff. So what you really have to think about Poshmark is like kind of like your Instagram feed. Like you want it to be pretty, you want it to look good, and you want people to want to look at it. So here are my tips for selling. And you need to take really good photos. It doesn't have to be professional. You don't need a camera. The iPhone photo or iPhone camera is amazing, and it's great for this. All you have to do is find a light color wall. Any wall. Most of the time in people's houses, the doors are white, like the door to your bedroom, the door to your bathroom. I do this all the time. I just stick a tack in the middle of the door, you know, just in the middle, and you take the piece of clothing, you hang it on a nice looking hanger, you hang it on the tack, That way the background behind the clothing is white and it looks nice. Now, if it's a white shirt, you might want to find a different color wall. But basically you just want it to look really clean. Like, don't show the mess in your room in your Poshmark photos. When I see that in people's photos, I'm like, this makes me not want to buy from you, because maybe this piece of clothing has a bunch of like stains on it because your room looks messy. That's just like the perception people have. So make sure it's a plain background, nothing's in the back. It's just like a nice white photo, a nice white like background photo for your clothing. And you want to hang it nicely so you can see the shape. Like it's not hard to do. It doesn't take a long time. Now for pants, it can be a little tricky. What I like to do is I just put them on the floor and I fold it so it's kind of diagonal. Now by floor, I have a white carpet, so it kind of works for me. But you can just literally buy a piece of like foam board from Michael's, Hobby Lobby for like $2, and that is a great like backdrop for like the clothes that you have to put on the floor. Just get a couple of those and stick them together for the pants if it's not big enough, and take the photo from the top so that the person, when they look at the photo, they're looking straight down on it. No weird angles. When you take photos like that, your stuff is not going to sell. That's just how it is. And on Poshmark, you can sell makeup. Now, I never buy any makeup or products that are used, unless it's like a serum where the product hasn't touched someone's face. I don't buy used eyeshadows. I don't buy used lipstick. I don't buy used brushes. I mean, you can buy used brush and just clean it off if you want. When I bought the Clarisonic, it didn't come with like a brush head. I bought new ones, so like it wasn't contaminated, and I ran it. I washed the thing just in case. But there are a lot of people who sell just brand new in package like makeup items and all that stuff, and phone cases. You can sell sunglasses. The list goes on. Now for your descriptions, you're really just gonna want to like say, of course, what it is. Poshmark, you already can put the designer, the size, the color, and all that. You don't necessarily have to put that in the description, but you can say gently used, there's no damage, or gently used, light signs of wear, like minor wear and tear, like stuff like that. And be descriptive if there's any like damage to the item, because the person buying it is gonna want to know that. And you don't want to waste your time having to like talk to people in the comment section. Like if someone asks, oh, is there any damage? Like just put that in the description so you don't have to like deal with that. Like you don't want to have to continue talking to this person like 5 million messages over and over, and they don't even end up buying it. Like it's ridiculous. So just anticipate what people are gonna ask. Like for sunglasses, someone's gonna ask, are there any scratches on the lens? Like are the frames, is there any scratches? Are the frames bent? Do they like wiggle? Like stuff like that. Just put it in there. For clothes, like is there any pilling? Is there any pulling on the threads? Is there any stains? Like is it brand new? Like that stuff. Like just put that in there so you don't have to deal with those people asking those annoying questions. For pants, I'm so guilty of this. People are always gonna ask what the inseam is, and I always forget to like take measurements of the inseam. So just like try and include the inseam of like jeans and stuff into the description, because I forget to all the time, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to deal with people asking me that, but I forget, so I have to deal with it. Now on Poshmark, a feature that they have is the offer button, where people can barter with you, and this can be a good thing and a really freaking annoying thing. Sometimes you'll list, like, say I don't know, you have like a leather Free People skirt that was originally $200 and you're listing it at $95, and someone will offer you $20 for it, and you're like, really? Most of the time I just don't respond to lowball offers. Like you're gonna have to deal with it, like it just happens. And the person who actually wants it is gonna be willing to pay that really good price for it and not like a lowball price. But a good thing to do is, I do this sometimes, but honestly my prices are always pretty firm. I don't really take offers unless it's like a bundle. And we'll get into that in a second. But for offers, like what a lot of people do is they will price their item at maybe $10 to $15 over what they actually want for it. So say you're selling a pair of Joe's jeans. You've worn them for like a few months and now they just don't fit because, I don't know, you lost weight or something. You're selling them and you're like, okay, I want to get $50 for these jeans. So I'm gonna price it at, $65, $70 so that when someone offers $50, that's what I wanted and they feel like they're getting a discount. So it's kind of like that mind game, like at how department stores, they'll oftentimes they'll mark the prices up and then it'll be like, oh, 60% off, but really you're just paying what it was worth. Like you never got the discount. They just tricked you into thinking that you got one. So that's kind of like some like marketing and like psychology kind of stuff. Because why people go on Poshmark is they want to save money and they want to get a deal. And if you make them think they're getting an even better deal, then great. Another feature that Poshmark has is bundling. And bundling is basically when people can buy multiple things from your closet and add it into like a shopping cart, or what they call it, a bundle. So they say they add like 5 different items that you're selling and it all adds up to $200, and you can give a bundle a discount. So when people buy more things from you in one order, you give them a discount. I think mine is like 10% off, and you can set that in your Poshmark settings. It's a choice between like 10%, 15, 20, 30 or something for like, you can do 2 or more, 3 or more, 5 or more. So you can put like restrictions on that. And then oftentimes, especially for me, like if someone is buying a bundle and they create one and they don't buy it right away, I'll go in and I'll offer them even more money off. I'll offer them like $15 off, or like they will request an offer for even lower. So let's talk about shipping. Shipping through Poshmark is so incredibly easy, you guys. And if you don't already know this, USPS, if you go on the website, you can order boxes, like the envelopes. I use these like not manila, they're like padded envelopes and like these envelope sleeves to put like shirts in and stuff, and boxes, and like all these shipping supplies are free. They are free. They are free to buy, quotes buy. They are free to ship to you. They will ship it to you. All you have to do is make an account with USPS, and you just go on the website, you find what you want, add it to your cart. There's usually like 10 per order. You can add like, you can get 100. You can get so many of these boxes for free. You do not have to pay. You just have to buy tape, and you just need to be able to print the label. The label's free. The buyer pays for the shipping. All you have to do is slap that freaking label onto a package and drop it off at the post office. You don't even have to talk to the post office people. There's like a bin or whatever inside the post office. You put all your packages in, you put it, whatever, and done. It's done. And it tracks it for you. It's so easy. And once you get the hang of it, it's literally just like free money, you guys. Like literally, it's so easy. And what I suggest doing is just going into your closet, picking up items and saying, okay, have I worn this in the past month? If the answer is no, you're probably not gonna wear it. And so just collect all that stuff that you don't wear, put it in a pile, and go through it. If it's like Victoria's Secret sweatshirts, those sell really well in Poshmark, like designer items, even like Forever 21 stuff you can sell. If you go to thrift stores and you like take the time and you spend those hours going through the racks, doing all that, just like freaking digging, you're like spending a day doing that, and you find some like vintage rocker tees, you find some like vintage Levi's, you find some like, maybe you get lucky and you find some like designer Chanel, it happens. Like designer jeans. There's a lot of really good designer jeans at thrift stores. And so what I did is I would make sure that they weren't stained, they weren't really damaged, anything like that. And I would buy them And then I would sell them on Poshmark and I would mark it up. Like say I bought a pair of vintage Levi jeans for $10. I would make sure they were nice looking, wash them, all that. And then I would go and sell them on Poshmark for maybe $45 and I would make that money back multiple times over. So I was doing like a kind of little side business. And it's like, for the people buying it, they didn't have to go to the thrift store. They didn't have to go find this. You were the one who spent the time and effort and going through all those clothes. Like people don't want to do that, but they want the vintage stuff. So you're like the middleman, you know, you're like the reseller. So, I mean, I don't really do that anymore because I just don't have time to go to thrift stores and spend hours there, but that's a really good way to make money. And you're kind of doing a side hustle. You're kind of like, it's like Sophia Amoruso. She did that when she started Nasty Gal. And it's a really cool idea. So, I don't know. I used to do that. Anyway, I've probably been talking for like 30 minutes straight. So hopefully this video is not 30 minutes long. But hopefully you guys got some good tips. And even if you don't want to sell, download Poshmark and just find some good stuff that you've been wanting for like half the price. It's so easy to find the things you want at a cheaper option. Oop, I just got some mail. What I'll do is like if I really want something, I'll think, okay, let me go on Poshmark and see if I can find it for cheaper and I don't have to actually buy it from the store. And I buy a lot of stuff from Poshmark. Like I will show you guys my purchases right here. I bought my Louis Vuitton on Poshmark. I buy a lot of really nice like skincare products. Like I bought the Kate Somerville exfoliant for like $25. I bought a lot of the Sunday Riley products that I use are like $88, $105. I bought it for like $65. Anyway, so the link to download Poshmark will be in the description. Oh, and you can also use, I guess I have a code too. Like when you download the Poshmark app, everyone has this code to like refer friends. So if you want to like, if you're looking to buy stuff or whatever, you can use the code loganraehill. I'll put it up here and then also in the description. And I think it gives you like $5 for free to spend on Poshmark, I'm pretty sure. So that covers like shipping. Get some free shipping. And what else? Yeah, so and then I'll show you guys on the screen. Over the past couple of years, especially when I was doing the thrift store kind of thing, I made a lot of the money off of doing that. And just like, I had so many clothes from like high school, clothes that I bought and like never wore, like really nice like clothes. And I mean, I'm still selling on Poshmark because I go through a lot of clothes. Like I'm an impulse buyer and then I don't like it a week later. So yeah, I'll put up on the screen. This is proof. How much did I make exactly? I made $15,717. It's just a little bit of effort. Make sure your photos are good. Make sure your description tells what it is. Shipping's so easy, you guys. And even if you don't want to sell, just go find some stuff you like. That's it for this video. Let me know if you guys download Poshmark and if you like it, go follow me on it and find me, comment hi. I'll say hi back. And I'm also going to be doing a giveaway soon. I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers, which is super exciting. I don't know what I'm going to do, but let me know if you guys would be interested in, I don't know, participating in a giveaway. Yeah, so download the app. Just download it. You might as well download it. You don't have to do anything with it. Just check it out. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video.